Welcome back.
Hi, folks.
I'm James Johnson. This is my mama, LaDonna.
Hi.
And we are doing predictions, discussions about Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones. We've read the first 5 books. We've seen the first 4 seasons and the trailer for the 5th. And we're going to do a short video about one particular aspect of Tyrion versus Tywin. This one's mine. I just want to point out that we dislike Tywin, particularly because of the way he has treated Tyrion. It's his own child, and he treats him like he's incapable, unworthy, and immoral. He never gives him the benefit of the doubt, and he's willing to tell him to his face the depths of his dislike of his son. But the one thing Tywin doesn't do is he doesn't follow through with those feelings to the extent that he intentionally kills Tyrion. He did not drown Tyrion when Tyrion was born. He did not stab Tyrion along the way or have him otherwise murdered. It's arguable Tywin put Tyrion in the way of harm, but Tywin never took it upon himself to injure Tyrion, despite his hatred for his own son. The irony to me is that, and I hope that's the right word, is that Tyrion, we love Tyrion for the most part. There's some people who don't think he's evil, but we love Tyrion. But he followed through on it. He killed his own father. And my mom and I were talking, I asked her, and she said, well, he deserved to die. And I said, did he? Imagine a really rich person somewhere in the world who treats their son like shit, tells their son that he's worthless, that he'll never amount to anything, that he's stupid and ugly, and people will hate him for the rest of his life, and those he loves, he should not love. Does he deserve death? No. I mean, none of us wants that to occur for the most part. Well, death? That's not deserving. But Tyrion follows through with it. He takes the person he hates and kills him. And I just wanted to point out that juxtaposition, and it also plays onto a couple of other things.
A lot of things. Which
is if one crazy idea we have is that Joanna, Tyrion's mother, is still alive, and that when Tyrion was born, Tywin thought, that can't be my son, must be somebody else's, which means Joanna cheated, probably Aerys's, and it actually is Tywin's son, but he can't believe it. So he's planning on killing Tyrion or deciding what to do, and he decides to banish Joanna and tells her, if you ever come back or show your face around here again, if I ever hear your voice, I will kill Tyrion.
And what does she become, under our theory? A silent sister.
A silent sister, which is another topic. But the point is that in the same, if we're right, and I don't fucking know, if we're right, and she's counting the fingers, that's 1. F-bombs. If we're right, then Tywin did the same thing to Joe. He could not bring himself to kill Joanna for cheating on him, for disrespecting him. And my mom pointed out that both the similarity between the two of these is that they're family. And I think that ultimately at the end, that's a big idea, the idea that we're all family. I think that there might be an inoculation at some point in this storyline that ends up with some kind of Targaryen blood. Jon gets the disease, develops an immunity, and him giving it to other people allows them to be immune as well. And then everybody has a drop of dragon. If you're immune to this thing, grayscale or pale mare or whatever the hell it is, then you have a drop of dragon. Point is that it's important to treat everybody as your family in order to, in a grander sense of government.
Cousin or son.
Great point. And the juxtaposition between Tyrion and Tywin on that. So why don't you have anything to say on that?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you and kind of don't. Again, I respect Tywin. I mean, a lot of people have compared him to Dick Cheney. I wasn't the first one who said it. You got to respect him for what he does, but you also got to question what he does, and is it appropriate to do so? Leaving that alone. Tywin, especially in the TV show, and it's in the books as well, he's very keen on keeping his legacy alive. Now, whether you define that as family or not, I don't know. His name would stay alive. Now, I think the irony at the end of this is that his name is going to be Rains of Castamere. There won't be any more Lannisters left, at least under that name. But I disagree with James in this sense. I think that he kept Tyrion alive for a couple of reasons. I don't think we know he never intended him to ever take over Casterly Rock. He said, if you ever think I'd let you waddle around Casterly Rock and take that over, you're crazy. Never, I would throw you into the ocean before then. I think that he kept him alive for a long time because Joanna's alive. He's torturing Joanna. And I know a lot of you may think that's crackpottery, but I swear the precedent's there. I'm wrong, I'll eat crow. I've been wrong a lot. But I think he kept them alive for a long time to hurt Joanna. And now Tyrion, you know, is certainly of age. He's been of age. He's not one of the young ones. But he has intentionally put him in harm's way. He put him in the vanguard with the mountain clans to fight against Robb Stark's forces. So I disagree with you on that. I don't think he would do it directly. Just like Littlefinger doesn't do things directly. He manipulates other people to do his will. You know, so I agree with you in the sense that he's keeping him alive for some reason. Whether I would call it our value of what a family is and what a family means is not the same to Tywin. I think it is purely legacy. I think he is very short-sighted in the fact that he's turned a blind eye to a lot of things. The fact that his wife, I think he sent her away, whether she died or he sent her away. Kids have been without a mother. And I think that's certainly an important part of a balance in a life for children, father and mother. So I don't really agree with you. I think, let me put it this way. When it went down at the end, whether you look at the books or the show, Tyrion was not going to live. He might have sent him to the wall. I don't know. I think Tywin was going to off him one way or the other. He was going to get rid of that guy. And he preferred to do it indirectly. That's my opinion.
I don't know. And I want to add that this was not my idea. My girlfriend Vicky was reading the books and brought it up, and I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's a good concept.
Definitely something to think about. I don't know if it's true, but anyway. All right. Thank y'all for watching.
Well, we're going to be right back on. Just a second. We're breaking things up in little pieces.